Hola guys, Miss Shamble here with your day 24 video on solving systems by substitution. I'm going to do number 5 since I think it looks like one of the more challenging problems on your sheet. So in order to solve by substitution, one of the equations has to be solved for a variable. I tend to go for the one that has a variable that doesn't have a coefficient other than 1 or negative 1. So right here you can see that negative x. It's definitely the easiest coefficient to, easiest variable to solve for. So I'm going to go ahead and solve that equation for the x. If I want to get x by itself, that means that the 2y's got to go. So I'm going to subtract 2y on both sides. So I've got negative x is equal to 9 minus 2y. Got to get x totally by itself, which means I need to divide by negative 1 to get rid of it, both sides. So that's gone now. So I've got x equals 9 divided by negative 1 is negative 9. Negative 2 divided by negative 1 is positive 2y. So now my system is x equals negative 9 plus 2y. And the first equation that we did not touch, 7x minus 6y is equal to 1. In this problem, x is solved for, so I'm going to replace the x in that now second equation with what it's equal to, which is negative 9 plus 2y. And as always, gotta use parentheses. So when I do that, the 7 stays put. Instead of an x in parentheses, I'm going to put negative 9 plus 2y, where that x used to be. And I'm going to carry down the rest of it. So minus 6y is equal to 1. Now it's all y, so I can solve this really easily. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute. 7 times negative 9 is negative 63. 7 times 2y is positive 14y. Bring down the minus 6y. Bring down the equals 1. 14y minus 6y, if I combine like terms, that is 8y. So it's negative 63 plus 8y is equal to positive 1. Got to get y totally by itself, so I'm going to take that 63 and I'm going to add it over to the other side. So add the 63. Cross that out. So I've got 8y equals 64. I'm running out of space. Got to get y totally by itself, so I'm going to divide by 8, divide by 8. So y is equal to 8. Now that I have y, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get x. And I'm going to do that by taking that y equals 8, and I'm going to plug it in to this equation right here. X equals negative 9 plus 2y. Because x is already solved for in that equation. So it makes the most sense to plug it into that one since x is what I'm looking for. So I'm still running out of space. We're going to cram it in there. So you would have x equals negative 9 plus 2 times y is equal to 8. So I put an 8 right there in parentheses. So 2 times 8 gives you positive 16. Negative 9 plus 16 is 7. So x is equal to 7, which means that my very final answer as a point would be 7, 8. And if I want to check that answer, I can take the 7 and the 8 and plug them back in for x and y and make sure that the equations actually work out to equal 1 and 9.